Hi, this is Steve from Roofer911. I'm at a home in Purcellvile, Virginia, and the homeowner has a leak right inside the extension, and I'll show you exactly what's going on. You can see the plywood is all water damaged. Okay, here you can see all the plywood here is all wet. It's right over here, and right over here, this is where there's a valley here too. And I'm going to go up on the roof. I'll show you exactly what's going on here. All this plywood is going to have to be removed and replaced with new also. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, here's one problem here. This is not causing the leaks, but it's going to cause leaks inside the outside wall. You can see they put a starter course here because this shingle here was not extending over the gutter high enough. So the water was coming down the roof and it was curling underneath the shingle and going behind the fascia and inside the extension. Let me see what's going on here. Somebody did some really bad repairs here. All right, this is where the valley was that I showed you inside. Somebody tried to repair this, and all they did is just put a problem on top of a problem by smearing tar in the valley. Also, the flashing here was nailed to the outside fascia. That's another problem. Somebody did some bad repairs. Nails are all exposed here. Water will get underneath this shingle here, seep through the side of the nail and inside the home. This valley here, there was nails fastened too close to the valley center line. This valley here, there's nails fastened too close to the valley center line. Where the roof and the wall meet, they put nails into the step flashing too close to the wall. That's the source of the problem. Now let me show you something here. Again, this is where the water is settling. This is where all that plywood is all rotten. So I need to focus on everything above the area that leads to the lowest point. So like I said, that valley, this valley, that ridge vent there, I need to seal underneath it with ice and water shield, but don't cover the open breather. Also, that ridge vent up there, that has to come off because again, that will lead down to the lowest point. This ridge vent has to come off, seal underneath it. That stack pipe has to come off so I can seal the flashing with ice and water shield. Now, one thing I want to mention, this is going to be a very expensive repair because there's so much work. So what I'm going to recommend to the homeowner, being that the shingles are fairly old and you can see that they're deteriorated in a lot of different areas, instead of doing a big repair, I'm going to recommend to change the roof. That would be the best thing. Now also another thing very important, let me see if this happens here. Okay, where the shingles join together here at the keys, I noticed a few shingles that had nails exposed right there at the key, and that can also cause a leak too. So again, I'm going to recommend a new roof for the back and then a separate price for the entire house. Again, my name is Steve from Roofer911. I specialize in roof repair and roof replacement in Purcellville and all areas of Northern Virginia. I can be reached at 703-475-2446. Thank you.